Guys, I am live and I'm getting set up here for you guys, and I'm waiting for people to come into our little live room here. Good morning, everyone. And I'm just setting up, making sure I can go live on my Instagram as well. So let's see. It looks like I'm live on the It Moms and Hattie Corriero, and if Marina, my production assistant, is there, please make a comment to me, Marina. I want to know if I'm live on both accounts officially. And welcome everyone to my live Get Ready With Me. Sorry for scaring you this morning with my biodance face mask. Today is all about getting real with you guys on what my routine is and just really showing you guys the real routine that I do. I'm very focused on skincare. I absolutely love beauty. And so today is all about showing you guys my routine. Of course, today I'm going to be taking a little more time with my routine because it's nice to take time and show you guys what I'm doing. I typically do a really fast routine if we have never met before or if you're new to my channel. I am a mom of 2 toddlers and I like to have a really dialed routine when it comes to my skincare and my beauty. But I also, oh good, and I see that a couple people have joined on the It Moms Instagram. I hope that I'm also live on my own personal Instagram. And if I'm not live on my personal Instagram, that would be unfortunate. But anyways, I'm live. I wonder if I should try and join from my new Instagram. Anyways, that's fine. Marina, can you go to my live on the It Moms and see if I'm actually live on my Hattie Corriero, excuse me? Okay, anyways. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for joining me live. That's my mom. My mom is my biggest fan. Catherine, can you let me know if I'm live on Hattie Corriero account on Instagram in addition to the It Moms? I'm trying to simulcast both, and I'm not exactly a tech wizard yet on this. So I just want to know if you can check for me. Okay, so like I was saying, this morning we're doing a Get Ready With Me. Bring your coffee. I have my massive mug of water right here, it's full of my electrolytes, and it's my, Organica creamsicle flavored electrolytes. And I'm going to drink this whole thing in the day. I don't try to force myself to drink any more water than that because I honestly feel like it's too much water and I feel flooded with water. But that is my hydration situation. Thank you for the hearts, whoever's giving me some love on here. And I see that Peggy joined as well. Hey, Peggy. Hi, Irene. Hi, Jinjin. Thank you for being here, you guys. Thank you for being here in my live. And okay, so let's get started a little bit. Right now I have on my face this BioDance. I kept the packaging for you guys, but this is my BioDance face mask, which I absolutely love. I do face masks about once a week, I would say, just to give myself a little extra hydration. But I'm going to take this one off soon because I've had it on for about an hour. I've been marinating in it, as they say. And by the way, just so you guys know, I am child-free today. My mom has my kids this morning. Thank you so much for taking my kids. They're going to be doing lots of fun activities, and I'm going to be able to enjoy the day solo. So that's really fun. And what else can I tell you guys? Let's take this off so I can show you what's going on underneath here. So, my skin feels so nice and smooth and so moisturized. Let's get rid of that. And okay, so I said in my stories recently that I was going to reveal something secret to you guys. So stick around a little more and I will give you an update on something that you might not know about me, which is going to be kind of a lot of fun. And by the way, guys, ask questions as we go. I'd love to hear from you. I want to know what your questions are about all things beauty and even fashion related and skincare related. And okay, Catherine, by the way, if you're still with me, am I live on Hattie Corriero's Instagram or just on the It Moms? Thank you for reminding me for the links. So if you are on approvedtoshop.com, I am going to link some of my items for you. And yes, the masks are linked. So let's go ahead and see if I can expose this to you guys. This is, by the way, thank you for bearing with me because this is add to spotlight. There we go. Morning skincare routine. It's just the It Moms, it seems. Okay. Well, that's okay. We tried it out, and if it's just the It Moms, that's fine. What I might do is ask Marina to set up a new show for me so I can at least connect my personal Instagram. It looks like there's a couple of you on the live here. And there are how many of you on the live on the It Moms right now? Oh, we have 5 or 6 people. Hi, Virtue is Key. Hey, Betsu4. My name's Hattie Corriero if you just joined me and I'm doing my morning routine. It was easy to get on though. Okay, perfect. So it was easy to enter my live on Instagram. So if you're just joining me, I'm doing my skincare routine for the morning. My morning skincare link, if you are on www.approvedtoshop.com, I have all of my products linked there. So you'll see a little link below and you can click through some of the items. My BioDance mask that I just was wearing is okay, yes, approvedtoshop.com should be live, but not approved to shop Instagram. Thank you for letting me know, Catherine. She was just letting me know where I'm live. Okay, so morning skincare routine. I just finished my BioDance skincare mask. I usually put these in the fridge to make sure they're cool. Let's start my morning skincare routine. Okay, so morning skincare routine is a little bit of first, some eye cream from Medicube. If you haven't heard of Medicube before, it is an amazing Korean skincare brand and it's very affordable. That's the one thing that I will say that I absolutely love about this brand is they've made their formulations super affordable. And so if you do want to shop these items, you can click my morning skincare routine link below. And if you're in approvedtoshop.com and you can shop these items right from there. But anyway, I just added my little eye cream here just to give myself an extra boost of hydration. And then I'm going to go in with vitamin C. And I always use this Drunk Elephant C Firma Fresh Day Serum. So let's start with that. And this is great for like discoloration, which I deal with a lot. So I was saying I'm going to reveal something about myself that you may not know if you're just new to this channel. I have talked about this in the past, but I've never shared it with my community longer form. So I thought I'd share with you today that I struggle with my my skin, I guess, coloration because I have vitiligo. And vitiligo is a condition where you lose melanin in your skin and you lose it permanently. So I've struggled with this since I was 3 years old, I'd say, and it's pretty much under control. The good news is that I am more fair skinned, so I'm able to sort of camouflage and work with this. But you can see like the borders a little bit on some of my video here on my neck and around my eyes, but where you can really see the contrast is on my hands here. It's sort of throughout my body. So that's something I'm working with when it comes to my skincare and something that I don't share all the time, but I wanted to share with you guys because this is sort of like a real life view of me and sort of, hey, Mortgages by Nancy. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. And thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, Irene, Jinjin, Peggy, Betsu, Virtue is Key, all of you guys, Mortgages by Nancy, please drop them in the comments. I can see your comments here. And I want to try and answer all your comments. So okay, so I just did my vitamin C and that's really for like texture, tone. It helps with dark spots. I'm never going to be able to erase the fact that I have vitiligo. So I just have to work with it. And I've really become accustomed to doing that. And it's just who I am. So that is the honest truth of it. Now, if you just joined, and if you go to approvetoshop.com, so I'll actually send it into the chat here, www.approvetoshop.com. Let's see. In Instagram, I'll send it to you guys. It's this, www.approvetoshop.com. You will be able to see all of my skincare links. So I just finished going through the Medicube PDRN Pink Peptide Eye Cream. And now I finished that up with a little C Firma Vitamin C Serum. This is my daily routine. And by the way, I never take this long, but I'm just like testing my live and seeing how this all goes down. So bear with me and thank you guys so much. So now I'm going in with my Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream. And this is from Youth to the People. And I'm going to do just a light coat of that all over me, just as like another layer of moisture. I love how lightweight this is. Thank you for the hearts. This is one of the best creams for summer because it's really lightweight and it really feels like it's infusing your face with water, which is amazing. And I'm going to take it down to my neck as well, just to give my neck a little bit of that fresh feeling. And let that soak in for a little bit as we chit chat a little more. So if you are on the website, you can shop my routine. I have everything on there. I've spotlighted my morning routine with all of my morning skincare items. I am such a big fan of this brand Medicube. I was just talking about it. It's a Korean brand. You can buy it in Korean skincare stores. You can buy it at Holt Renfrew. You can buy it online on Amazon. There's a few places you can buy it, but what I like is that I find the Korean skincare very functional and it works very well, but it's very affordable, which they've made it really accessible, which is so nice. So love those two brands. I've just moisturized my skin. And I try not to overcomplicate my morning routine. I try to make it doable but consistent. And what I really love is just creating moisture in my skin. Creating moisture in my skin is really important to me because I'm very dry. Welcome, Amar27019. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the live Get Ready With Me. I'm Hattie, if we've never met before. Thank you for being here. And guys, remember that you can leave comments for me and questions. I want to hear from you. And in fact, maybe I'll prompt you with a few questions. And if no one answers, I'm going to answer them myself. So I want to know what SPF you guys use on the daily. I want to know what you think is the best SPF. I think I've found one. So let's use that next. But I want to know what you guys think is one of the best SPFs. SPF is obviously very, very important to me, especially being that I have vitiligo, which if you just joined Amar and Mortgages by Nancy, I don't know if you missed this, but I have vitiligo. And so I lose melanin in my skin permanently, which means I need to have really good SPF and I need to make sure my SPF is on all day. So I usually reapply. I am going to go in with the Summer Fridays SPF 50. And let's do this. I usually just drop it right onto my face so I don't waste any of the product. This is about the amount I use. And I like this SPF because it's super lightweight and I don't see any cast when it's on my skin. It's SPF 50, which is awesome. So Summer Fridays had another SPF that I really liked. That was a mineral SPF that was SPF 30 before. And by the way, everything's linked. If you're on approvetoshop.com, and you scroll down to my video, just scroll like a half page down, you'll be able to shop everything live on approvetoshop.com. Anyway, so I just finished putting on my SPF. We're going to bring it down the neck as well. Make sure that the neck has the SPF on there. And we're going to let that settle for about a couple minutes. Now, while that's settling, I want to show you guys a few of my fragrance products that I've been using lately that I've been layering. So first of all, I swear by this brand called Fleur. It's an influencer brand sold at Sephora, but it is such a high performing brand with such gorgeous scents at a very affordable price point, which is incredible. And I have struggled for so long to find a natural deodorant that actually prevents you from smelling. And I'm serious. Oh, and welcome Santanovic. Thank you for being here. Remember that if you want to ask any questions, please don't hesitate. I want to hear all your questions. I just asked recently what SPF you guys are using, and if you want to tell me, then we can chit chat about that. Let's see if I need to look anywhere else for comments, if I'm missing any of your guys' comments. Hold on here. No, I think I have everything. Okay, so back to this. Back to this Fleur stuff. Okay, so deodorant, this works. You can shop it on www.approvedtoshop.com. If you're watching live from there, I've linked everything directly. And also this Fleur perfume, which is more of a body spray. I'm going to spray it now and I'm going to tell you like what comes up for me. But this one is called Vanilla Skin. It's so warm. It's so inviting. It's very much like a clean after shower kind of smell, which is really nice. And I feel fresh when I'm wearing this. I would say I need to reapply every 6 hours or so if I want to have that fresh fragrance scent, because it is more of an eau de toilette fragrance mist. It's not a fragrance. However, when I want to have a longer lasting scent and I want to layer my scents, I use this vanilla powder from Matière Première. Do you guys like my French accent? Tried my best there. And this has a really beautiful, subtle floral vanilla powder scent. I swear I'm obsessed with this. And I have also linked this for you guys if you're in that shop on approvedtoshop.com. It's stunning. It literally smells incredible. And it makes me feel so fresh. So while I wait for everything to soak in, that's what I do. I do my fragrance, I do my deodorant. I'm not going to do my full-on deodorant for you guys right now because that's a little unappealing, but promise I already put it on. And do we have any new people here? Welcome everyone if you're just joining us. Now, let's do a little bit of prep for my face. So I just did my SPF. Yes, I did. Okay, so that's pretty much my skincare routine. It's pretty simple. And just to recap, if you joined a little bit later, I started with I did a face mask, Biodance, which is here, and it just really boosts the hydration. Did I show you guys my Medicube PDRN pink peptide serum? I think I forgot this, you guys. That's crazy. I usually put this on before, and honestly, you should put your serums on before your SPF. But listen, we're doing things a little differently today because I was struggling with the technology. I was struggling figuring everything out for you guys today. And anyway, that's all right. Mom brain and morning brain. But this is incredible because this is really smoothing and hydrating on the skin. And it almost dries into slightly a tacky consistency. You'll see. I'll tell you in a second, but it creates like a really nice base. I like to focus it under the eyes because it creates a nice base for makeup and a makeup application. So we went in with, usually we go in with the eye cream from Medicube, the serum as well. Then I go in with my Youth to the People cream, and everything is linked on approvedtoshop.com. I do my SPF from Summer Fridays. I missed my vitamin C too, you guys. It's a morning. I do my vitamin C and then I do my serum. So it's in between. Then I do my skincare, or my cream, and then I do my SPF. So that's the lineup. Those are the items. So it's how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps. 6 if you include this mask. All right. Oh, your preparation skills are amazing. Keep it up. Thank you, Amar. That is so nice of you. And thank you, Catherine. I love your comment. Catherine Guadagnolo is my mom. So thank you, Mom, for being here. Moms are the best. Moms are like the biggest supporters. And thank you for the lineup, she says. Okay. Yeah, the lineup is The lineup is honestly, it's good to have because it's important to put things in order, like put things on your skin in order. And why that's important, I've heard from Anna, who is a beauty product development expert, is because every product has a different molecular structure and molecular size. So for example, things like serums have a thinner, smaller molecule that absorbs more quickly. And then things like creams and SPF have a bigger molecule. So those go on at the end. So you're not like blocking other thinner types of products to go on and into the skin and do the job they need to do. So fun fact. And if you're just joining me, Donia's Cakes, welcome. Thank you for being here, Donia's Cakes. And I hope I'm pronouncing everyone's names right. You just tell me if it's wrong. We are here to hang out, have fun, and I'm just literally showing you guys my everyday routine and taking my time. Is there anything better than taking your time on a live? I mean, sorry, not on a live. I mean, on a live is great, but taking your time getting ready. Is there anything better? I don't think there is. I just finished my morning routine. And if you're on our website, approvetoshop.com, I have everything linked. I can also link everything for you guys later on today. Welcome, Evelina Beauty, and hi, Glow Moon. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here. And if some of you were expecting to show up live on my Hattie Corriero page, I have struggled with the technology. So bear with me and thank you for being here. And hopefully one day I'll be able to simulcast on my own. But today is just about learning. So thank you guys so much. I just finished my skincare routine. So if you are really interested in my full routine, go to approvetoshop.com. I've put it in the comments. It's www.approvetoshop.com. Scroll down. There's a little window for my live and you'll be able to literally click through all of my products. Shall we go into the makeup routine? What do you guys think? Are we ready? Are we feeling like we want to see the makeup routine? And by the way, guys, no one answered me about what their favorite SPF was. So I'm going to assume that none of you use SPF, which tisk tisk. Just kidding. I know you guys use your SPF. I know that you protect your skin. And if you need a good SPF, I found that this one that's new from Summer Fridays is incredible. I love the texture. And really for me, it's about coverage and about texture. The other day I played pickleball in the sun and, you know, sometimes I feel a little tender and pink after I'm outside doing something like that. But this, even despite that, totally blocked the UV for me in that hour. Hi, Alexi. Welcome, Alexi9908. Thank you for being here. We are going to start the skincare routine. Any questions, let me know. Okay, Yen said Shiseido SPF 50 hasn't broken me out and it smells great. Yen, I know that Shiseido has some really incredible formulas. Sometimes the Korean and Japanese formulas can be some of the best when it comes to SPF. They've been doing SPF and really prioritizing SPF for a really long time because they've known how important skin protection is, SPF protection is. So yes, I agree. And another one that I really like too, Yen, and I don't know if you've tried it, I think it's La Roche-Posay SPF. What I like in an SPF is something really fluid that soaks into the skin quickly and gives you that really nice base for makeup with no white cast. Is there a good tinted one that can smooth my skin color? Listen, Catherine, thank you for your question. I do like to prioritize my SPF separately from my skin tints. I find that when I have a skin tint or a foundation that has SPF in it, I don't love, like, if that gets close to my eyes, I feel like it irritates my eyes, things like that. So I typically separate mine out, and we're going to get to this later on when we do my routine shortly. But Catherine, if you're interested, I have the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint, which is a beautiful, glowy skin tint for your skin. It's going to give you really nice coverage. If you combine these two, you can even combine them in your hand. Like, you can put a little SPF and then add a little bit of your foundation. If you like that SPF coverage with your foundation coverage, mix them together, thin it out a little bit. So try that tip. And I'm going to switch you guys out to the next link, which is going to be the everyday makeup link. So just give me a second here. I'm going to spotlight my everyday makeup link. And if you are online, I see Yen is online and Catherine is online on ApprovedToShop.com. You can shop my everyday natural beauty links right there, because we're going to get into my makeup routine soon. And guys, reminder that please ask me questions. I'm here for questions. I'm here to talk to you guys. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know the It Moms community. Since I'm going live off the It Moms instead of my personal account, here we are. I was trying to do both. I was trying my best and it still didn't happen for me. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. Let's start with the process. So recently I got this beautiful, one of my obsessions right now, Rhode Highlight Milk in the shade 02. Guys, I love a really glowy look. I like a really youthful, glowy approach, and this truly gives me that glow. I'm going to show you right now how I do this. I use a very generous serving, I guess. a generous amount of this product, and you can see that it has a slight tint to it. It almost provides what I would say a light coverage. It almost gives you, and there's about 5 shades of this, but what it does the most is give you this blurring effect with this gorgeous highlight. Can you see this? The fact that my skin is, it has that glowing from within kind of look. And by the way, if you just joined Evelina, Glow Moon, Donia's Cakes, I revealed earlier that I have vitiligo. So you can probably see that I lose melanin in my skin, and you can see the border around my eyes here. It's subtle, but you can see it. And so if that's what you're noticing and you're wondering what that is my vitiligo. Lived with it since I was 3 years old. It's something that I deal with on a daily basis. And so one thing I always look for in my products is evening tone. Evening tone is really important to me because I feel like I've mastered texture. I've mastered smooth texture, but I haven't mastered and probably will never master my skin tone because of my vitiligo. Okay, so Catherine's saying after your SPF. I think she's referring to the SPF mixed with the foundation. Is that right, Catherine? Are you referring to that? So there's actually the best order really for SPF is to put your SPF under all of your products. That's the best order. The second best order would probably be to put your SPF on and then mix it with whatever your base is. If your base is going straight into a foundation, you can do that. If you want to mix them, you can also mix it into something like this, which is more of a primer. I have a few steps in there, but always starting with your SPF. Thank you for your question. Okay, so let's get into the rest of it. So before I go ahead with my rest of my face, I do 2 things. I curl my lashes and I brush my brows up. These are like 2 non-negotiables for me. They're kind of annoying and they kind of take longer than everything else, but I swear they give you the biggest update to your face, the brightest open eye look, and it just makes you look so fresh and clean. So let's actually start with the brows because I want to show you guys the difference. You're going to be shocked when you see the difference here. And I like to go in with the Anastasia Brow Freeze Wax and a spoolie. I get these things on Amazon, and if you're in ApprovedToShop.com, you'll see my Everyday Natural Beauty link right there. You can click it and you can scroll through all of my everyday beauty favorites that I'm going to be using today. All right, so take a little bit of this wax. It's clear, but you can get tinted ones. And let's start on this brow here. So you can see my brow. I'm going to get closer so you guys can see this. Look at how this just brushes the brow right up. And this is going to freeze the brow in almost any place you want it. So what I do is I start by laminating it up. It's going to look a little crazy, a little like surprise, but just wait for the next step. So we did a little up, and now we're going to do, instead of looking like too straight up, I want things to look a little more natural. So then I'm going to take the spoolie and just subtly, let's get a little closer, subtly brush some of those points down and just create a natural look with my brow. And you see how that just created this really beautiful arch. Stones, welcome. Hi, Stones. We just did a live with Stones not too long ago. And on Monday, actually, July 13th, and we had so much fun with you guys. So thank you, Tati, if that's you. Welcome, MC Baby. Oh my, I love seeing all of you guys. This is so awesome. And guys, remember that you can ask me questions. We just went through my skincare lineup, and now we're going through my makeup routine. So if you just joined me, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Arnica Plus Relief. Welcome to the live show. My name's Hattie, and I'm part of the It Moms, and I'm about to do my makeup routine. So welcome here. And if you have questions about skincare and makeup, mom life, fashion, I'm a fashion expert. Let's chat about it. We've had some questions about SPF. We've had some questions about what order you want to put your products on. Right now, I am putting a little brow gel in, and this is the Anastasia Brow Freeze in the clear color. I brush my brows up to give them a nice lifted look. And then I'm going to brush them a little bit. It's like counterintuitive because you think, oh, leave them up. But I find that looks a little too like surprise shock. So we're going to just so softly brush them down where they're pointing up a little too much. And I think that's good. And then those stay all day with this brow freeze. This stuff is incredible. It's almost like a pomade for your eyebrows. And you can go over and use like a brow color after this. But what this does is just keep the brows in place. And that's what I like, that lifted natural look. So there we go. Brow, phase 1. We just finished, by the way, if you joined us, guys, and welcome. Is it Lut M. Weiss? Welcome, Lut M. Weiss. Thank you for being here. And Arnica Plus and MC Baby and Stones. I just finished putting this gorgeous Rhode. It's called the Highlight Milk in shade 2. It's almost like do you see this glow going on that I have? I mean, it's like there's like a little mirror effect happening on my face. This is giving me such a good base for makeup. All right, next we're gonna go in with the Shiseido eyelash curler. If you're not curling your lashes, you are sleeping on a very important step. Why? I'm going to show you. I have really short eyelashes. You know what? We can't have it all, okay? I have short eyelashes, and so I love to use the curler, to just create some lift because I find they're short and my eyelashes also are very straight. So when I use the curler, it gives them something to kind of lift on. It doesn't when I apply my mascara. So let me just show you. I think, should I do this on camera? Let's see if I can do this on camera. If you're squeamish, maybe just look away for a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my eyelash curler and just give it some pumps. And when I watch videos with professionals doing this, they pump this just to give it, okay, do you see what just happened here? Interrupting myself. Do you see the difference between this eye right here and this eye? Look at the eyelash. If you have small lashes like me and you have short lashes that stick out straight like me, the Shiseido eyelash curler is for you. Okay, so it's just going to give you this lift. And when we add mascara, it's going to change the game. All right, let's do the other one. And we're going to do this again here. Doing this on camera is really hard, but there you go. You get the idea. Okay, so if you join me online on ApprovedToShop.com, you can shop my everyday natural beauty products. They're all linked for you there. And I don't see any comments coming in. I want some questions from you guys. So please ask me questions. If you want to know more about the tools I'm using, this eyelash curler, how to use it, please ask away. Okay, so we just did highlighter base. We did our brows up. We did eyelash curler, and now we're going to do my foundation kind of base. So I'm going to take a mix of these two from Hourglass. This is my tried and true foundation. Every time I go somewhere else, welcome Dr. Blair Rose and welcome Carrie Olver. Is it Carrie Olver? Yes. Welcome, you guys. And by the way, I'm looking at multiple screens right now because I'm simulcasting from ApprovedToShop.com and from Instagram. So if you were here and you joined us, welcome, guys. I'm just about to do my foundation. So let's go in with the Hydrating Skin Tint in shade 3. And then I'm going to mix a little shade 10 in there. I know that seems really counterintuitive, but it's just a really nice warm bronzy shade that I like to add a little drop into, and it creates this really nice kind of almost tanned look, I would say. And by the way, I do often use self-tan, so I like to have a little bit more of a bronzed look sometimes. And I'm just going to mix this in, and I use my fingers. I find that's the most natural look. You can use a brush, you can use a sponge, and I have done that in the past. But honestly, I just find using my hands so easy peasy, and I find that the product doesn't get wasted as much. Do you guys use a brush or do you use your hands? I want to know about your foundation routine. Welcome, Yulana. I hope I said that right. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you being here, and thank you for being a part of the It Moms community. We've been meeting some of you guys over the last few months, and so excited to meet more of you. Please ask questions and make some comments if you want to know more about what I'm doing. I am just applying right now. Hey, Healthy Flower Growing, welcome. Thank you for being here. And I just am applying. So that just gave me a little coverage. That just gave me a flawless, beautiful coverage on my skin. I love the way this foundation looks. When I wear it, people ask me, are you wearing foundation? That's how beautiful and natural it is. So it's great. We love this foundation, and it's actually more of a skin tint. And if you want to shop it, I've linked everything on approvetoshop.com. And like I said, I mixed those two shades. So I had shade 10 and shade 3. Sort of gave me a nice warm look. Next, we're going to go in with concealer. So because I have vitiligo, which is a condition where you lose melanin in your skin, I like to give myself a lot of coverage on my eyes. That's where I've really lost a lot of melanin. And you can see here, like sort of the border of that. So I'm going to go in with the Holy Grail concealer. This is a very high coverage concealer in a beautiful creamy formulation. It really creates beautiful coverage without weighing you down. It doesn't sink into your lines, and it is gorgeous. So I'm just going to I'm going to be pretty liberal with this. I know other people would probably not be so liberal, but they're also not dealing with what I'm dealing with, which is like this coloration issue that I'm trying to conceal a little bit. So go in here and mix in 2 colors. Again, I'm mixing 2 colors. This is like my summer routine when I want to have a little bit more of that glowy, warm look. So I'm using custard and vanilla. Custard and vanilla in the NARS Creamy Concealer. And again, I'm going in with my finger. And this is where you're going to see the biggest difference in my skin tone. This is going to conceal my skin tone and really give me that natural, even skin tone that I'm looking for. And this is great for anyone who wants to conceal their skin tone too. You don't have to have vitiligo to use concealer like this. I mean, you can have redness, you can have acne, there's so many skin conditions we all deal with. And so having a high coverage concealer in your back pocket is super important if you want to create that beautiful kind of flawless look. At the end of the day, we're not perfect, and we're not going for perfect, but we're going for glowy, we're going for healthy. We just want to look and feel our best. And that's really what I'm going for on a daily basis, is using the tools that I have with the base that I got, the cards that I've been dealt, and just creating the best possible version of myself. Hey, Marina, welcome to the show. Marina, you missed it. Marina's my production assistant, and I told her I wanted to do this alone this morning, and she was like, are you sure? Anyways, we've been having some tech difficulties, and I've been learning about how live goes. And I told everyone that I was going live off my Hattie Corriero personal Instagram, but that ended up not happening once again. So anyway, Marina, thank you for all your help, and welcome C Bando? Welcome C Bando, and welcome Shop with Matthew. Hi guys, welcome to the show. I'm just finishing my concealer, so you came at a great time. And I'm about to do a little contour. So this is like where people get a little confused and they get a little scared, and I don't overcomplicate my contour. I kind of I'm a little more simple about the way I do my makeup. And this is like my daily routine. And by the way, this is normally never stretched out this long. It's just because I'm talking. So I'm getting distracted. But this is my typical routine. I'm pretty light-handed with my contour. And just do a little contour. It's more about giving myself some color in those areas. I'm not trying to sculpt my face, I would say. So let's go in with, and by the way, this is a great brush from, I think it's Sephora. It's so old that I have no idea what size it is, but it's sort of got a kabuki brush texture. Kabuki brushes are very dense. And so this has a bit of that type of texture to it. So it's going to direct your product and give you that density that you need to really blend. Anyways, let's go in, and I'm almost tapping this in so it stays in that location slightly. And you can see I've created a little bit of contour here. Nothing crazy. I saw a video the other day too saying that apparently you're supposed to drag your contour on your forehead area down so that it sort of hits places where you would naturally get sun and then fades out into the center of your face. So I'm trying that. We're just going to tap it into my nose as well. And thank you everyone for joining. Reminder that you can ask me questions. You can make comments. You can ask me what shade that was, if you're wondering. I think this is the shade Bright Side. There's lots of things you can ask me. So let's talk about it. Yaletown Mom, welcome. I love you so much. We have to actually meet in person. Yaletown Mom is someone who, she and I have been supporting each other online forever. We have almost like that parasocial friendship, I would say. She's got an incredible TikTok and she shares lots of stuff about like her favorite book lists. I'm just adding a little more concealer, by the way, just to give myself extra coverage, because if you missed it, I have vitiligo and I like to give myself coverage where I lose melanin in my skin. And this is the NARS Creamy Concealer, if you're wondering. And if you want to shop all these products, you can go to approvetoshop.com, where I am also live, and you can shop all my products live there. So Yaletown Mom is amazing, and she's got her own channel as well, and she shares mom content. She is beautiful. She shares her favorite books. She's amazing. So thank you, Yaletown Mom, for being here and supporting us. All right, we just did what did we do? The Rhode, this is the lineup for makeup. Rhode, what is this called? Highlight Milk. We did the Hourglass Tint. We did the concealer from NARS. And now we just did the bronzer contour stick from Rare Beauty. And now we're going to go in with blush. And this is where things get a little crazy because I have blush blindness. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys have blush blindness? For some reason, blush has become so popular in the makeup routine, and people love like that really blushy look, and I love it too. This one is the Say Beauty Dewy Blush in Chili. And I'm obsessed with dewy, glowy, wet-looking products. I am going to set all of this, by the way, so it's not going to be like an unrealistic, wet, dewy kind of look. And I put a little on my nose. So this is how I go in. And then I'm going to take another brush. This one's a dense, also kind of a kabuki type brush, a blush brush. And I'm just going to pat this in, tap this in. And I do my blush a little higher than one would expect because I like that really lifted look. So you can see how that dewy gel blush, it blends into the skin so beautifully, especially if you're working with slightly more mature skin. Hello, her Blovies, is that how you say it? Welcome, her Blovies. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, please drop a line. So yeah, anyway, gel blush is so easy to apply. You really can't make any mistakes with it. And it looks so natural. It looks like such a natural flush. All right, done with the blush. Now I'm going to go in and set everything with this Laura Mercier loose powder. This is the holy grail of loose powders for me. This is my absolute favorite loose powder of all time. I dropped my poof. This is my poof. So I get these poofs in packs of 50 or something on Amazon, and you guys can shop all these items if you want. Has this little finger pad on it. And here is the Laura Mercier loose powder. I'm just going to apply a very small amount under my eyes like this. And then beside my nose, just in the areas where I don't want extra shine. And I'm going to be really light-handed with this because using powder can be really heavy and it can make your makeup look a little bit aged looking, like dry and draggy and sort of it can settle into your pores in ways that you don't want. So I usually set everything really lightly with this powder and it just gives me that nice set, flawless finish. There you go. Okay, that is set. And you can see that it removed some of the shine from my T-zone, but kept some of that shine that I wanted on my cheeks. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to do my eyes as well. Your eyes get oily, especially if you put concealer on them like I do. So make sure that you put a little bit of powder on your eyes. There we go. Okay, next that's all the skin stuff that I do. So that's like kind of creating this flawless skin routine that I like. Now let's go into the eye. The eye is pretty simple. There's not much to it. I typically do a little bit of eyeliner, but I'm not going to apply the eyeliner in a way that you would typically see someone apply eyeliner. I actually like to take a small brush. Hi, the Untold Chapter, and hey, Layla Veralt. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here. And you guys, please leave me some comments and questions if you have any questions at all. I want to hear from you. Okay, so I'm just about to do my eye look. So I was just saying that I use a small tapered brush like this. And I take the Sephora 12-hour colorful liner. And I think it's in cocoa or espresso. Tiramisu, one of the coffees. And instead of dragging this straight onto my eye, I'm going to actually use my brush here and almost create put the product on the brush first. And then I'm going to tap that onto my lid like an eyeliner, but I just feel I have more control like this. And what I'm trying to do is create lift in my eye, and I'm trying to create a little bit more of an almond shape in my eye and lift my eyelash look. So I usually go in like this, straight halfway point of my eye, and then I'm going to drag up a little bit towards my eyebrow. Very lightly, super lightly. Do you see that that's creating, here's the eye I did, and here's the eye I haven't done yet. Do you see how that's sort of elongating the shape of my eye a little bit? Welcome, Jana's love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. We're just doing my eye look right now. We just finished skincare and we did my makeup base. And now we're doing a little bit of my eye look. So I'm using the Sephora 12-hour color eyeliner with a little tapered, tiny little brush here. And I'm just applying to my eye at the lash line very, very carefully. I like to go in really slowly so I don't have like an overly lined look. I don't like an overly lined look. I just want to define this area. And let's just focus here for a second. It's hard to talk and do your mascara and liner. Do not underestimate that. Okay, and then we're going to drag out. You see how I'm dragging out? Like this. And that's going to create that almond shape that I'm looking for and define my lash line in the way that I'm looking for. Like that. This stuff is so good. This liner lasts me all day and I never have to reapply. It defines my eye super well. If I want to really spice things up a little bit, I do also apply to the waterline. So I'll just add a little liner to the waterline in here just to seal that eye look in. And do you see how that opened my eye up a little bit and just made me look a little more awake? Now we're going to go in with the everyday, tried and true, trusted mascara, Maybelline Lash Sensational. I think I've been using this mascara for 16 years. This has been on the market forever. It's so easy peasy. Highly, highly recommend it. And we're going to go in, and because I curled my lashes, this is a very easy process. It's a very light hand that I'm going in with. And I curled my lashes up so they already have some structure to them. I'm just adding color here. Do you see how I'm just adding color? And that is going to create that feathered lash look that's going to stay upright all day. I'm going to do the next eye. Let's see here. Okay. If you're just joining us, thank you for being here. Does anyone have any tips for doing mascara without opening your mouth? And why is this a thing? I'm finding it really hard not to open my mouth. Sorry, guys. What is the science behind that? It's like your whole concentration goes to that. What is the mascara name again? Thank you for asking, Catherine. It's called Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. And if you're on ApprovedToShop.com, you can shop this right away. I'm using it in the color Blackest Black. I do like a black mascara, a classic. And I just think it's easy and it looks really defining. Okay, and thank you. I'm just going to try and say your name properly. Mand School Chocolate Design, or Manscola. What is it? Man's Chocolate Design? I hope I said that right. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And guys, I forgot my lip liner in the other room, so let me go grab that, because this you are not going to want to miss. This is the best lip liner of all time. I live and die by my lip liner look. Here it is. And it's so incredible. So we've done, by the way, we did the face, we did the eye, we did the brow. And now I'm going to go in with my lip liner. And if you want to add a little more color to your brow, by the way, you can. I usually top everything off with this e.l.f. brow gel. So we'll do that at the end. But Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Wherever Walnut. This is such an easy color. It's a shade that goes with everyone's skin tones. So I'm going to show you what I do. I do a little overlining. This needs to be sharpened, but it was in the other room. So we're just going to use it as it is. And I'm just going to use it to define my lip shape a little bit and overline a little bit to create a little more volume. Do you guys use a lip liner? I want to know what one you use, because I'm always looking for good ones and I always turn back to this. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. I love seeing all your faces. I love meeting you guys. And so many of you guys send us DMs too, so thank you. It's great to meet the mom community. And by the way, I'm really taking my time with this, but normally this is a 5 to 10 minute routine. And I swear it is a 5 to 10 minute routine. I've really gotten this down pat. I know it seems like a lot of steps, but I have mastered this. And sometimes I leave steps out, like sometimes I don't do the blush. Yen, can you share the lip liner name again, please? Watching live with my toddler. It's very distracting. Yes, I can, Yen. And it looks like you're on ApprovedToShop.com. So if you are, you can click that Everyday Natural Beauty link when you're ready. No rush. I know when you're with your toddler, it's distracting. And you can click the link there. But it is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Wherever Walnut. There you go. I know how distracting things can be with your toddlers. That's why I planned this live without my kids. My kids are at my parents' house today. And I was just like, listen, normally I'm getting ready. My kids are in here. It's a bit of a thing, and it's hard to get ready because they're kind of trying to use my stuff. But today I'm free. So there you go. There's the lip liner look. I think it just really finishes the look off beautifully. And I'm going to add a little more of that chili Say. It's actually a lip and cheek. It's a cheek dew. Like I think it's called a glowy cheek. But look how pretty that is on the lips, just to give your lips extra color. All right, I don't want to run out of time. So we're going to do the hair piece here. And thank you for being here with me so long. If you guys are still here with me, thank you for being here. We're going to go into the hair. And really, like for me, I wash my hair once, I would say once a week, maybe once every 5 to 7 days. I love to use the Mason Pearson brush. And actually, before we go on, I'm going to change the link to my hair care link here. There's my hair care spotlight. If you're online with me on approvetoshop.com, you can shop my hair care spotlight links all there directly. So I go through with my Mason Pearson just to like brush my hair. And I usually just do a refresh on my hair. I don't do anything crazy in terms of like hot styling every single day. I just do a refresh. So let's do that together. Bear with me. This is the Dyson Airwrap, the famous Dyson Airwrap. Yes, it is amazing. Yes, it is worth it. And I'm going to show you why today. Now, if you have kind of curly, wavy hair like me, it takes some getting used to. So this is not my natural hair texture. My natural hair texture is quite curly and wavy, but today it has been styled a few days ago. So I'm just giving it a refresh. And usually what I do for a refresh is I just do the ends and the top. So let's start with the top quickly. I'm just going to take the front pieces and I'm just going to brush through them here. There's no elegant way to do this, by the way. And I'm just going to turn this guy on and show you. I'm going to go up and back with it. I'll show you now. See how I rolled that back? All right. Turn it off or give it a cold shot. You can give it a cold shot. And now I'm going to take that out and I'm going to give it a little roller. So I got these rollers on Amazon. And again, if you're in our Approved to Shop, you could shop all these items right now. But I'm going to give it a roller. How can I do this on camera without looking crazy? I think I pretty much did it. It's like not perfect, but you get the idea. This little spot came down, but that's okay. Pin it, leave it for a few minutes. Let's see. There we go. Okay, leave that for a few minutes to sort of set. And then I'm just going to go through the ends and give them a little curl. It just gives you that blown out look. Okay, look at this. Look at how that just gave me a gorgeous fresh curl. You see how it's bouncy on the bottom? Let's compare it to this side. Look at this side, it's pointing in. My layers don't look fresh. This looks really healthy and bouncy. All right, I have 3 minutes left, you guys. So I'm going to do this last piece and then our show is going to end. But I've so enjoyed having you guys here. And I'm grateful that you guys joined me live. And I want to show you my final look. So we're going to take this out because I only have a couple minutes left. And my show will end. And when I learned that when my show software ends my show, it ends it everywhere. It ends it on Instagram. It ends it online. So I want to make sure I don't get cut off. But do you see how that just created like almost a blown out look? This is my everyday hair look. Final step, a little bit of hair oil. And actually, I almost forgot to do my brow here as well. Look at this. Just a little brow color. Little brow color at the end just to balance everything out. This one is from e.l.f. and a little Gisou hair oil. And that is my whole routine. And normally that takes me, I would say reasonably 30 minutes. I give myself 30 minutes to get ready in the morning. I'd say it's about 5 minutes for skincare, 10 minutes for hair, for makeup, and another 5 minutes buffer time for hair. So that's approximately 30 minutes. Today it was longer. Today it was double because I wanted to talk through everything with you. But the hair oil is just going to smooth things out. And that's my routine. So thanks for being here, you guys. Thank you for bearing with me with this test. And if you were trying to join me from my Hattie Corriero Instagram, I'm sorry that you weren't able to. And thank you, everyone who commented. Thank you, C. Bando, Yaletown Mom, Herb Blovies, The Untold Chapter, Layla Veralt, Jana's Love, Catherine Guadagnolo, Chocolate Design, shop with Matthew, all of these people. Yen, thank you for being here with me. We are going to end the show here and really appreciate your guys' support. So see you around on the It Moms. All right. Bye, guys.